What's that sound? It's for amusement only, the EM and Bingo Pinball Podcast.
Welcome back to For Amusement Only. This is Nick Baldridge. Tonight I wanted to briefly discuss the difference in United Jones plugs from every other manufacturer's games that I've ever touched. United, instead of using the dual pin package Jones plugs, used a single inline package. And they wrapped what's essentially a cartridge that you plug in with pins so that it slots directly into a female plug. Now, this is kind of a cool design. I like some things about it, and I dislike others, and I'll go into the whys and the wherefores here shortly. But what I like about it is that United was able to make each plug a different size. So one might have, 9 pins. One might have 7. One might have 5. This makes it so it's very difficult to accidentally plug one of the Jones plugs in to the wrong spot. And that's a weakness of the Bally Jones plugs. If you're not paying attention, you can easily plug in one of the Jones plugs incorrectly. Now, most of the time, all this does is light the wrong holes or not light them at all. So it's fairly simple. In the United system, it's almost like every single Jones plug is keyed, which is cool. I appreciate that. On the downside, it's very difficult to get the plug in because the receiving or female side of the plug is only exactly as large as necessary to receive the male side of the plug. There's no wiggle room at all. So you have to make very sure that you're plugging the correct one in to the correct place and pay attention. Also, on the positive side of the column, the male Jones plugs are much, much easier to clean than they are in the typical Bally, Exhibit, Gottlieb, Williams, any other manufacturer's Jones plugs, Keeney. So what makes it easy is you just take a wire brush and you can just scrub straight up and down on each pin on each side, and you're done. You don't have to worry about going around in a circle on these things. And the female side, in the cons column, is a little more difficult. Things are not really simple to clean. Not that a female Jones plug is ever easy to clean, but the female Jones plug on a United is fairly difficult because you have to have a large Q-tip, for example, that's covered in alcohol to go in and swab out, and then use a dry Q-tip to follow it up. But you can leave chunks of cotton inside that would be very difficult to see or remove. So, I've got to say, overall, I think I like them. My opinion changes each time that I mess with them. Now, luckily for me, with this new United game that I got, I shouldn't have to mess with them for some time until the next time I have to take the game apart. But I do have a Jones plug issue right now that I'm attempting to troubleshoot. The game worked flawlessly at York, but in Transport Pack, it seems that a cold solder joint has come out, or maybe I missed plugging in a Jones plug, I'm not really sure. But one entire row of lights on the playfield will not light, one entire row of holes on the playfield won't light the lights in the back glass. So this is most likely tied to a Jones plug because the switch also will not allow me to score. So if I get 3 in a line, the game doesn't recognize it. So I'll take a look there and examine each of the Jones plugs, reseat as needed, see if that makes a difference. And then from there, I'm going to have to examine and tone out the wires and see if they are in fact connected electrically. Well, I thought that was going to be short, but I think some of my recent episodes have been quite a bit shorter than this. Thank you very much for joining me. My name again is Nick Baldridge. You can reach me at foramusementonlypodcast@gmail.com, where you can call me on the Bingos line. That's 724-BINGOS1, 724-246-4671. You can listen to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, via RSS, on Facebook, on Twitter at Bingo Podcast. You can follow me on Instagram at nbaldridge, or you can listen to us on our website, which is foramusementonly.libsyn.com. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.